Greetings, everybody. My name is Salkis. I'm the founder and the ambassador of the Ugly Girls Club, for which you are watching on this platform. I am a coach for intelligent professional women who struggle with self-image, self-esteem issues, who struggle to get to the next level of success. And I want to say this about intelligent women and why it's such a struggle for intelligent women to have success, right? They make great employees, great managers, great team players, and that sort of thing. But when it comes to actually owning their lives and being the star player of their lives, they struggle because they know it all. And to go from knowing it all back to the drawing board is very hard for an egotistical woman to do, right? Because it means then you have to face that you might not be as good as you thought you were. It also means that you have to face starting from the beginning, like you're a beginner all of a sudden all over again when you got 3 degrees and you graduated from a, Ivy League school or whatever it is. And that's a very uncomfortable place to be in because you're comfortable seeming or feeling or thinking that you're a winner in this particular field where you're not even really being challenged anymore. Everything comes pretty easy. It is what it is. You're brilliant in that. But when you're trying to get to the next level, a lot of times it takes you having to go back to the drawing board. So here at the Ugly Girls Club, what I do predominantly with the clients that I have is I challenge their egos. I challenge their know-it-all attitudes, especially when they're hurting, when they're in pain, when they have relationships that are toxic that they have to leave. I challenge I know that this is good for me, or I know that this is beneficial for me. I challenge that because obviously something is no longer working that needs to go. But if you're in a space where you're hanging on to your brilliance, you're hanging on to that identity of I'm brilliant and there's nothing else for me to do, you won't make the shifts and do the things that you need to do to get to the next point. So here at the Ugly Girls Club, that's all we do over here is we're challenging the egos. We're putting aside the whole, I'm beautiful and that's all I have to be or whatever it is, so that you are in a space where you go, you know what, I have to think differently. I have to embrace another way of doing something. I have to embrace another way of choosing my network of people, the people that I'm allowing myself to be influenced by. And really the only way that you're in an emotional space to do all of these things is when you wipe the slate clean. And that's scary to do. That's scary to do because now I'm asking you to go, you're not a winner right now. You're not the smartest person in the room right now. You're not the star player of the show for right now, but that's only temporary. When you're trying to reinvent yourself, you have to let go of an identity. So on this platform, I walk you through how to do that, really step by step. So if you're interested, if you're a professional woman and you're like, gosh, I really need to do something else. I'm proficient, I know how to do this, but I'm trying to get to another level of autonomy and independence where I'm really depending on people less and less, and I'm scared. I'm scared because it's an uncharted territory. I'm scared because it means that I have to go back to learning, and I like to know. If this resonates with you, then you're in the right place. You need coaching. You need someone who's going to walk you through things and be that honest mirror, that hard mirror to shine in your face, but also the one who can support you through tearing things down and building it back up again so that you can have another level of success. So this is what we do here on this platform. So if any of this resonates with you, reach out. Go to theuglygirlsclub.com. That's our official website. Our sister site is imadarkgoddess.com. But I would, if I had to give some advice, I think the next step after this would be to come on over to Patreon. We have a great environment over there, a great home, and I'm always coaching women. I do live presentations every month. And it's really like a mastermind group, if you will. And you get the guidance, the support, and the brutal honesty that's necessary to take you from, I know it all, uncomfortable, but it's time to get to the next point, and I'm scared, to getting to the next point in spite of your fears and your doubts and your insecurities and the self-image issues. And we go over all of that, how to tame that inner critic inside of your head and how to really develop a self-image that resonates with you, one where you don't feel pressure to conform or to do things that are outside of your character, outside of your, what you comfortably resonate with as far as your image is concerned. So we cover all of this here. So I'd love for you to join, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Doors are getting ready to close. So I would advise you, if you've been thinking about it and you've been on the fence, come on in now to get this guidance and get this coaching, get this Dark Goddess teachings so that you can get to the next level. There's a sense of urgency going on now. You see the headlines, you see what's going on in the news right now, and you realize and understand, if your eyes are open, that nobody's for you. Nobody wants you to succeed. That's the harsh reality. So now more than ever before, you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to put aside the distractions so that you are in a place, you position yourself for the next level of success. And I'm going to help you do that. All right, I'm your Dark Goddess coach, founder and the ambassador of the Ugly Girls Club, Salkis Re, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.